We're back at Right Way Hyundai for another 98 Rock test drive. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. We haven't been out here for a while, and since the time we were out here last, Hyundai has made some changes in their certified vehicle program, certified used vehicle program. Actually, they've renamed it, and it's one of the very best in the automotive industry. If you've shopped for a used car in the past, you know that pretty much all of the major manufacturers have what they would call a CPO program, a certified pre-owned vehicle program. Hyundai's, though, really takes it up a notch. They step it up with a couple of bullet points that we really wanted to talk about, and they made some changes over the last 6 months. And Rob Hansen, who's my answer for everything here at Right Way Hyundai, who always has the answer to all my questions, I wanted to bring you in here to talk a little bit about this, because in this day and time, I mean, as we talk about this and going into 2022, used cars have got to be on the come up if they aren't already at the top of what people are trying to look at for value. Well, of course, a lot of manufacturers have had shortages because of COVID and whatnot over the last couple of years. So the used cars really are what kind of bring people into the lot more or less these days, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's getting harder and harder right now to find the new car that people are wanting, and it's nice to have a really good option with a manufacturer-backed warranty for a used car that just really gives you some peace of mind when you're buying a vehicle.
And as I mentioned just a second ago, Hyundai and Right Way Hyundai here in Waynesboro on West Main Street, they've changed their certified pre-owned program and calling it certified used. I mean, they're calling it what it is. I love when we use terms that are easy for me to understand and easy for the customers to understand. So certified used to Hyundai really steps it up a notch. And the certified program, more or less, is where a manufacturer is going to take a later model car out of their lineup, run it through a bunch of testing, make sure it's good to go, kind of restart the warranty on it, more or less, and send you on your way. But Right Way really, or in Hyundai, really dig into kind of the details on this, right?
They really do. So, it's really nice to know that, you're going to have a car. We're only going to pick the best vehicles to be in the program. They have to be under 80,000 miles. They have to be under 5 years old, and they have to pass a rigorous, comprehensive inspection to actually get into the program and qualify.
Yeah, when we talk about a rigorous inspection, let's first of all go back and cover a couple of those things, because I think that's important to note. If you've looked for a used car these days, finding one under 100,000 miles is tough. I remember growing up, my dad would say, "Oh, it gets 100,000 miles, it's ready for the scrap heap." Not anymore. But Hyundai even backs it up off of that for the certified used program. With less than 80,000 miles, late model, and then run us through this 173-point inspection program before they hit the lot, right?
So yeah, it requires the vehicle to have an absolutely clean Carfax report, so no damage, no accidents, no flood history. They also have to inspect a number of things as far as tires, suspension components, brakes, the mechanical parts of the engine itself, the drivetrain in it. They have to take it on numerous test drives to make sure that everything meets and checks all the boxes to be in the program.
Yeah, and when we talk about a certified used program from Hyundai, I know one of the things you and I have talked about before is it's like new, really. I mean, you're really getting into a late model used vehicle that's like new for less than new money, right?
You are, and because of that, you're getting the warranty that somebody that would have purchased a brand new vehicle, you're getting the same exact warranty. You're getting the remainder of that. So as if you were to buy the car brand new.
And let's talk about that for a second, because we talk a lot about it on these test drive videos. And if you're asking for a test drive, he's got me a Hyundai Kona from the certified used program. We're going to try it here in a little bit. But to talk about the warranty, we always talk about Hyundai's best in class warranty, #1 in the world, pretty much. And this really holds on to a lot of what that is for a used vehicle, right?
Yeah, it's 10 years, 100,000 miles on the powertrain. And even in the certified program, you have the option to add additional coverage on top of that to go past 100,000 miles.
Okay. And I know, we said at the front as well that some of the points of this program have changed, and that's because of technology, and cars have changed, vehicles have changed, because I noticed one of the bullet points on here is even for EVs, right?
Yeah, so all of the EVs, plug-in hybrids, gasoline hybrids, and electric vehicles are all covered under the same warranty. So that powertrain warranty also covers all your battery components and electric engine components.
I was going to say, if you've ever heard a nightmare story about maybe trying to buy a used EV, this is going to put your mind at ease. And that's really what we're trying to do here with peace of mind. I mean, with a 10-year 100K hybrid EV battery warranty on the certified used program from Hyundai, you can't go wrong with that.
You really can't. You know, electric vehicles, you know, these batteries are designed to last the lifetime of the vehicle. But if a problem does happen with them, it can be very expensive to replace those batteries. So having a warranty like that where everything's covered and you don't have to pay a dime, just...
And if you're comparing, yeah, that's right. No, that's a great thing to keep in mind because batteries for EVs aren't cheap. Great thing to keep in mind, but when we talk about the Hyundai program, if you've shopped around or if you're thinking about shopping around, one of the other things I like to bring to the table on the Hyundai Certified Used program is that it has, most of what we've talked about is better than the competition. Right?
It really is. It's almost double what most manufacturers are going to offer.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. On top of that, you're going to get other perks along with it.
Okay.
So you're going to get travel reimbursement if you were to break down 150 miles away from your home.
Oh, wow.
You're going to get roadside assistance for 10 years, and that's unlimited mileage. Doesn't matter how many miles you put on the car.
I saw that, and I thought that has to be a typo, but 10-year unlimited mileage on your roadside assistance with a certified used car from Hyundai. It's terrific stuff. Travel interruption reimbursement, rental car reimbursement. If some of this you got questions about, one of the great things about coming into Rightway is people like Rob and any of the staff here can run you through this. Plus, right now, and this is what we're going to get ready to do when we go out here, is take a look at the inventory they have right now. And it changes all the time. This is one of the things you do get great inventory on, one of the areas you get great inventory.
We do. We have more used cars than really anybody else around us at the time. We have a lot coming in, a lot going, a lot of trade-ins. So we get a lot of certified cars that are just in really good shape. And, you know,
I like how they're all flagged out here. They've got them set up like a color palette, which really appeals to me because I'm a simple guy. We're going to go out and check some of those out. But again, if you've got questions about this, go to rightwayhyundai.com. They have all kinds of answers in there. Make an appointment to come see Rob or any of the staff here at Rightway Hyundai, West Main in Waynesboro. It's another 98 Rock Test Drive. We're back at Rightway Hyundai, West Main in Waynesboro, talking with Rob Hansen. I'm Steve from 98 Rock. We're talking about the certified used vehicles from Hyundai. It's a brand new program. Actually, it's an update to an already great program. And as Dan behind the camera gets a chance to look, great inventory here today. Kind of come in and pick your color. I know SUVs and crossovers these days really are what people are looking for, right?
They really are, yeah. There's 5 different models of SUVs in Hyundai's lineup, so they just you have options from small to big.
And this is one of my favorites that we're going to look at here in a second. I mean, it's really what's taken America by storm over the last 5 to 10 years. SUVs and crossovers, people like to sit up higher. They like to have more vision around the outside. They like to have more utility in the back to be able to carry a couple of bags of mulch home from the home center, whatever it is, or the kids' soccer equipment. Hyundai's really got that covered, and they've really come on strong with a big SUV lineup that falls smack dab into the sweet spot of the certified used program. And Dan was showing the kind of colors. I love the way you got them lined up here at Rightway today. But this is typical of what you would find in a certified used vehicle. It's a 2020?
A 2020.
Hyundai Kona, which I love the size of this. The Kona and the Venue, if I were going to look for something now that my kids are grown, I'd look at something like this. Fuel efficient, sporty, just a great overall vehicle, right?
It really is, and the Kona checks so many boxes because it's really a 50-50 split. I see young families just looking for a small SUV with good fuel mileage to get around, but I also see seniors wanting these cars because they sit a little higher, they don't have very many blind spots. Easy to park, right. And also good on fuel mileage. So.
And this is typical of what you'd find in the certified used program from Hyundai, and it looks like, it's a 2020, so going into 22, coming up here, it's going to be 3 model years old in another few months. It looks brand new.
Yeah, 30,000 miles. This car's a local car. It's been serviced here its whole life. It's got its entire service history.
Oh, terrific.
And they really just go through the entire car and make sure everything is absolutely perfect before it qualifies for the program.
But, Dan, if you come up here a little bit and look under the hood, I mean, it looks like it's brand new. Again, this is what typical of what you're going to find in a certified used program from Hyundai here at Rightway Hyundai. A little breezy today, so you probably hear a little bit of that. Let's walk around the side of this 2020 Kona, get a look at the vehicle. I mean, not a blemish on it, and this is one of the things that you go through the process for the 173-point check, right?
Absolutely. So they're checking body panels, they're checking paint, they're checking your glass, but then mechanical components as well. So they're going through all the fluids have been changed, the tires all pass inspection, your charging system, your batteries, your voltages, it's all been changed.
Yeah, if this were an EV, you'd have that covered as well. That is terrific. Now, if we walk around to the back, and Dan, feel free to take a look at the car here as I'm going to kind of scoot around here a little bit. If I remember where, I do remember where the hatch is. I mean, if you look inside this and you can get up close, it's already been cleaned here. It's been through the shop here to go through the checkup, but it looks brand new inside. This is just a typical of what you're going to find in the certified used program.
Absolutely. You know, we're only going to pick the best cars, like I said earlier. You know, so if the car doesn't quite meet the program, you're not going to get that same warranty with it, and this just really guarantees it and just shows you the best of what Hyundai has to offer for their certified program.
So we're going to go inside a little bit, get inside the cabin and take a look around at what you can see feature-wise, just to give you a look at the way these things really do check out the certified used program at Right Way Hyundai, West Main in Waynesboro. Back at Right Way Hyundai, West Main in Waynesboro, it's a 98 Rock test drive. This time we're inside the 2020 Hyundai Kona, typical of a certified used program vehicle for Hyundai. We've talked about all of the list here that I've got in my hand that it's so long I can't keep track of what these cars and vehicles go through to make the lot for a certified used program. Rob Hansen, of course, back with me here too. And it's really something that people like to get into because you can get into a vehicle like this that's a couple of years old that has less than 40,000 miles on it, 35,000 miles in this particular case, and come away with a great warranty, but you're really coming away with a next to new vehicle, right?
You really are, and you know, the tech in these Hyundais is just amazing for the price you're going to get on the vehicle.
It's, you know, since we've started doing these and I've had a chance to kind of learn some stuff that I didn't know before, I'm out preaching this stuff all the time. It's like, have you seen what they offer in these cars? And this vehicle is very reminiscent of. They're very evident of that, because you look at the heads-up feature here for the display for all of the entertainment in the car, right? I mean, run us through this. This is a touchscreen.
Really, it is a touchscreen. I love that Hyundai does physical buttons as well, so you can use either or, which is really nice, and they make it really intuitive to learn. So it's really not much of a learning curve to figure out how to use this. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay come with the car as well, and it just has some great options.
So if you're not so techie though, and you've got an Apple phone or you've got an Android phone, it hooks up really, really easy, right?
Yeah, and if you already know how to use your phone, you're going to know how to use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, because the screen is going to mimic your phone.
Now, I interrupted you. You were swiping through the screens. There's a lot on this, right?
There is a lot on this. There's just some really great features on here. Nice, clear backup camera as well.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we always kind of go through that. People like looking and see what you can get. And it turns with the wheel.
It does.
Right? Yeah. I'm not sure what the actual terminology is for that, but I love that part of it. And you get a big camera for that. And then, of course, you've got all of the rest of what you need for the car in here on the menus, and it's super easy to go through. But as you say, it gives you the buttons as well. And I love that they give you the buttons for, you know, for me, easy stuff for the HVAC, or, you know, for the climate and comfort controls.
Yeah, too many cars with touch screens, you'll see stuff get integrated into the screen that just makes it inconvenient to use, when rather just a button or a switch is a lot easier to reach. And I love things like their heated seats, their climate controls. They're not built into the screen, which actually, you know, it makes it a lot easier and a lot safer to use a vehicle while you're driving down the road.
Something that you're used to, something that you can get used to in a hurry. I love the fact that it's got the USB and the aux, and then the power ports here that are easy right in front of you. They're not hidden out of the way, but they are kind of out of the way. There's a cubby there that's great. Run me through in the heated seats in this particular model. Of course, you're going to get lots of features in the certified use program as well, depending on the vehicle that you check out. Drive mode in this vehicle, run me through what all of that is. I kind of forget from some of our earlier videos.
So you have multiple drive modes in the car, which is great. You're going to have a sport mode, you're going to have a normal mode, you're going to have eco mode to help save fuel mileage, and it really just adjusts how the transmission acts in the car, and how the steering and the gas pedal feel react as you're driving. You
know, Dan's in the back. There's three of us in here. This is one of the, is it a compact or a subcompact SUV?
It's considered a compact SUV.
Compact SUV. So plenty of interior space, but you look at all the finishes, a couple-year-old vehicle, 35,000 miles, you're going to get it at the certified used pricing. You've got all of the coverage for that, but it looks brand new inside from front to back. It's been checked out. Run us through the warranty again, because this is really a big selling point for a lot of folks, right?
So yeah, you're going to get the remainder of the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That's going to cover anything that makes the car move, the engine, transmission, axles, things like that. You're also going to get the remainder of that 5-year, 60,000-mile, what most people used to call bumper-to-bumper comprehensive. Covers everything else in the car, every screen, every computer chip,
It's basically like a new car warranty, right? Yeah.
It's just as if you had bought the car brand new. You're getting the remainder of that warranty, which is just it's super cool.
Yeah, and if you have any questions on any of that, come down and ask Rob. Make an appointment to see Rob, or just come down and ask any of the folks here at Right Way Hyundai, West Main in Waynesboro, because they've got, as I say, a great selection of these. The selection changes all the time. Hyundai runs these through the 173-point inspection program, gets them on the lot, saves you money, gives you vehicles that you can look at and feel at and touch right on the lot, something you can pick out, sit in, and take for a test drive, right?
Yeah, and one thing I did want to add to as well is that, if you have a late model Hyundai and you're looking at a new one and we happen to have something you're looking for, we're really going to offer top dollar for your trade-in for a vehicle that we can put in our certified program, because Hyundai's going to back that vehicle, and it's really a good investment for us and the next buyer of the car.
And a good investment for you. So come down and check out the certified used program. We're going to get to a test drive here of this particular Kona in just a minute. I love these vehicles in just a second. But come down and ask Rob or any of the folks here at Right Way Hyundai, West Main in Waynesboro, about a certified used program vehicle. 98 Rock Test Drive at Right Way Hyundai, West Main in Waynesboro. I'm Steve. Rob has gone back in to take care of some customers and left me with the keys and Dan with the camera, so we're going to have some fun. We're talking about the certified used program from Hyundai. We've gone through a lot of the specs, a lot of the points that you need to consider when you're looking at these programs, because as we've said, most of the manufacturers have one of these programs, and as I said, it's a long list. I made a copy for me here to keep track. But what we wanted to do is take this typical into the program 2020 Hyundai Kona out on a test drive. Now, we've done a test drive on a Kona before. I love these vehicles. They're the perfect size for a variety of different people, as Rob was telling us. People from couples who have kids but they're grown and out of the house, to families with young kids, because there's plenty of room in these things. And there's plenty of zip. Plus, you get the different drive modes that we've talked about with Sport. You can get it to where, if you're in the valley here and you drive around in the snow a little bit, you want to feel comfortable, you've got that driving motion as well. And it's all at the flick of a button. And as I pull out here on 250 in Waynesboro, got a lot of zip to it. It feels like and it feels and looks like a brand new vehicle. And that's one of the things about the certified used program. Hyundai has really stepped up with this all along. But in the last 6 months or so, they've made some changes to the program that benefit you, the consumer. They've added bullet points to take care of the hybrids and the electric vehicles, the EVs, to cover the additional time on batteries and battery packs. That technology is now super mature. There's no real reason to worry about batteries or battery packs or EVs or hybrids. It's been around now for long enough that you shouldn't have to worry. But also, you want that extra feeling of security when you're looking at a used vehicle to say, okay, is that covered with this certified used program from Hyundai? By golly, it is. You can get roadside assistance. You can get all that we've talked about. The 10-year 100K hybrid EV battery warranty is on there. And if you have questions about what that specifically means, everybody wants, a lot of folks want to get into the nitty-gritty of what some of these items mean. They can walk you through. Rob, especially, or any of the folks here, can sit down with you and take the time to go through these in a non-pressurized situation. They really want you to come in and feel comfortable with what you're looking at and what you're about to purchase. And this example of the Hyundai Kona for 2020 is just a perfect example. It's got 35,000 miles on it. It's been run through the Hyundai Certified Used program, 173-point check. You look in here, this particular vehicle is a local trade. It was purchased locally, it was serviced locally at Right Way, so they've done all the service on it. The service records are there. It's been taken care of and up to date. As we head out 250 here in traffic, it's just a great vehicle to get around in traffic. If you're looking for something a little smaller, in this particular instance with a Kona, I love that it's easy to park. It's easy to zip around in. It's great gas mileage. Gas prices are still kind of high. You're looking for something that's going to save you some money every month. Come out and check these out. And the beauty of the certified used program is that there's more inventory available in a lot of cases than you're going to find maybe on the new side of some of the lots you're looking at. And when you come in to talk to Rob or any of the folks at Right Way Hyundai about the certified used program from Hyundai, what they're going to run you through is also the comparison to a like vehicle. Say you want to look at this Hyundai Kona, but you're also thinking about a Honda CR-V or a VW Taos or a Toyota RAV4, something in that, or an HR-V. you want to compare apples to apples, so compare the programs. Hyundai's done a great job in all the lineup, with all the vehicles, but in any of them, they can compare exactly what you're going to get in the certified programs among the major manufacturers. And I think you're going to be happy with what you find with Hyundai. And again, it's one of the things that they've got a great stock of. They come in and kind of pick your color. There's it looks like the full color palette when you look at some of these vehicles that they've got on the lot right now at Hyundai, at Right Way Hyundai, West Main in Waynesboro. So come by and talk to the folks, check these out. They've got a great selection of just about all the vehicles that Hyundai has in their lineup in the certified used program. I think we've kind of covered a whole lot here today. Again, if you have any questions, go to rightwayhyundai.com. They're all answered there, or make an appointment or come in and talk to the folks at Right Way. We'll get back to our little perch point that we always wrap these things up with in just a second as we head out 250 here in another great Hyundai certified used car. Ready for the wrap up of our certified used program video here from our friends at Right Way Hyundai, West Main in Waynesboro. These are the Hyundai certified used vehicles. We've talked about what the program offers and what value it is to you, the consumer, if you're looking for a certified, what people would normally call CPO. A lot of manufacturers have this program, but Hyundai steps up with what we've been talking about in this video. Great warranties that now include all of the EVs and the hybrid and the battery packs that are included in the warranty process. They've rewritten some of the language to benefit you. It's not necessarily to take anything off. They've actually added things to the pile of what you can get when you get a certified used vehicle from Hyundai and Right Way Hyundai, West Main in Waynesboro. You take a look at this 2020 Hyundai Coda, just a typical vehicle that would be in this program. Late model, less than 5 years old, less than 80,000 miles. This one's got 35,000 miles on it. It's going to come with great warranty package that's going to give you peace of mind no matter what you do. It's going to give you years of service, and you're going to get it at a price that really makes a lot of sense to you because you're going to get a like-new vehicle with a like-new warranty for a used car price. So, and it's one of the other lines of vehicles that Right Way has a great selection of. You know, a lot of manufacturers have had difficulty in getting product to the showroom. Hyundai, not so much. They have a great selection of new vehicles, but also to save you some money, they've got a great selection of certified used vehicles at Right Way Hyundai. So that's going to put a lid on this one. Great lineup of all of the things we've talked about, from the 173-point inspection process to just all the warranty we've talked about. You want to really check these vehicles out. And as Rob mentioned in an earlier segment, if you've got a late model Hyundai and you're thinking about trading up to a newer vehicle, this would be a great time for you to bring it in and get it evaluated and get a value put on your vehicle. You might make some money on that purchase and get it into the certified used program from Hyundai. So come by and talk to the folks at Right Way Hyundai, West Main in Waynesboro. Rob Hansen or any of the folks will be glad to talk to you about what is shaping up to be the new and improved Hyundai certified used program. It's a great program to start with. It's really good right now. So come down and see them, Right Way Hyundai, West Main in Waynesboro.